So, I did a short on this just to give people a heads up, because if it's something that's still too painful for you, you are free to pass this by. But at some point in time, like I said, you are going to find that you have outlived a lot of people. And for me, my father, when I was 11, passed away of cirrhosis of the liver and cancer of the liver. My mother passed away from cancer. My brother died of a heart attack. My one of my husbands passed away of a heart attack. My youngest daughter's father died of a brain aneurysm. I had a nephew from my only sister who committed suicide. My youngest niece from my husband that passed away of the heart attack. His brother's youngest daughter, my niece Erin, who there's some videos of me and her in here. She committed suicide in my house about a month, maybe not even quite a month after Will passed away. And I've had a couple of friends pass away in their early 40s, a few years back from drugs. I've just had varying friends, family members all pass away. And except for some daughter-in-laws and my sister, I'm up to the point where, I'm not even 60 yet, and I've had so many family members, friends pass away. And it hadn't occurred to me until today that maybe I have some survivor's guilt. So, and it helps people. What I'm doing this video for is because I keep talking to you guys about your healing gifts. And for me, I have found that if I talk to them, I'm always talking to my mom, or I'll talk to my dad, or I still sometimes talk to my niece Erin, and to William, my boyfriend that passed away from a heart attack. And people, I'm just telling you, it will make you feel better because they can hear you. It's not like they're on the other side, but they can hear you. And I know this because I've felt them come to, like when my niece first passed away in my house, I would be almost asleep, and for a whole month, I would hear her coming in. I would hear her and feel her come into my bedroom and go, Aunt Lana, Aunt Lana. And that's all I'd hear her say, because I would be telling her, no, you can't stay here. You can't stay here. So I guess I kind of closed off whatever she was trying to tell me. But folks, they can hear you. And they know that you are grieving for them. They know that you loved them. Because when you get on the other side, I feel personally that not only can they hear you and feel you and see what's going on with you and help you, they can also, they can see everything. Like, I've listened to some death and dying stories. There's a channel on here, and I don't know the name of it, that does NDEs, near-death experiences. And some of these people that have died and were brought back or survived, came back, they, brought them back. Some of them say they have been to places like heaven. They say that when they left their bodies, they could see 360 degrees. I believe that. I believe that those that have passed over, that stay close to let you know that they're there and they're supporting you in whatever you're going through, especially if you're still mourning them, they know. When Will first passed away, I heard him say, I loved you. Let me show y'all something. So after Will passed away, I went to a Dollar General by my house. And it was the only one there. And this is what I found. Of course, you got to turn it around. LOVED. Will said, I loved you. And I found this at the Dollar General like 3 weeks after he passed away. Because I heard him talk to me that 2 weeks after he had passed. So this right here, this was meant for me. He made sure I found this. And I put a little string on it. It hangs in my bedroom where I can see it every day. And believe it or not, sometimes it actually will get on because I only have one little thing to hang it on, and it will turn. And I feel like sometimes it'll happen when I close the door, but sometimes at night, it'll be hanging up right on my door, and we won't have no rain, we won't have no, it'll be a nice quiet night, because we have high winds here. And I wake up in the morning, and I'll find it skewed, and it'll be like, did you do that on purpose, Will? Because I have felt him come here to let me know he's still here. And folks, I know there's a lot of you out there that have gone through that. And I'm just telling you, for those of you that have felt that, yes, you are correct in that. And I've had enough experiences with my animals that have passed away that came back and let me know that it was okay. I had one cat come back like 3 times. And those are all different little stories that go to those. But he let me know he was okay and that it was okay for me to cry. Anything you feel or smell or any sensations you get that you associate with that person, that is their way of telling you that they are there. Rather, you hear something or you smell of something that you associate with them. Like some people have talked about, yeah, my grandpa smoked a pipe and every once in a while, and I don't smoke and I'll smell it in my house. They're letting you know they're there. And I've had enough of these experiences that I firmly believe they want you to know that they're there. Some people see feathers. My dad, for the longest time after he passed, I would always know he was there because I would smell roses. He had a peace rose. It's like a cream-colored rose with peach color on the top of it. The top of the petals was his favorite rose. I actually planted one for him at the house where I used to live, the house that I had, in honor of him. And I grew roses. I got a couple of other roses. And plus, Will brought me a rose, too, when we broke up. The one time when we had a fight and broke up, and he came back, and he came over, and I came home from work, and there's a rose sitting there. And I'm like, where'd you come from? Well, Will brought it. It was his way of saying he was sorry. Will, I got the message, honey. I love you, too. So anything that you experience that associates you with that person, that's their way of letting you know that they're there. And I've talked to a lot of friends and family that have had that had their own family members pass away, like my daughter-in-laws and stuff, that they have said, oh yeah, I had an experience, and they would tell me about it and we would talk about it. Folks, anything, if you've had that, if you've experienced that, and they know that you're hurting, they know that you love them, and them coming around is ways to let you know that they love you and that love goes with them. Just like hate can go with the person, someone that's an evil person on earth, they take that negativity with them. Whatever kind of life you live, however you take that stuff with you. That's why I've talked about healing on my channel. That's why I've talked about all the different things I've talked about, because if you've gone through something and you're trying to show other people that it's possible to heal from that, you will take that energy with you. If you take anything negative you've had and you turn it around and you make it something better that helps other people, and you have that and you're healing from something and you're trying to show other people how to survive from it, that's why I say you're a healer, because you're healing yourself, but you're showing other people it can be done. And healing from someone that's passed on can be a lengthy process. I still have days where I cry because Will passed away. And I know he knows that, and I know he comes around, and I know, and as time goes, you're not going to feel him as much, but you'll still smell something or see something that you associate with him. And some people that are more psychic have more types of things than that, and they just help you in so many ways. So don't think that once they're gone, they're gone. They are still around. They're just not around because they no longer have a physical body. So I just wanted to put this little video out to let people know that have had someone pass away. They're not gone forever. They are around. They do want you to know that. And if you heal from it and you talk about it and you let other people know that you hurt over it too, especially someone else that was close. Me and my best friend Shy, Will was her uncle. We talked the first year quite a lot about Will, and because everybody in the family was reeling because his death was totally unexpected. So if you talk it out, and if it's too hard for you to talk it out, write it out. Talk to them when you're by yourself. Anything you do that makes you feel better, that helps you to heal, is a good thing. But don't think that they're never suddenly not around you no more, because they are. I hope this helps somebody. If it makes you feel better, give it to somebody else that that might need some healing. Because folks, they're not gone. They're still here. They're just not here in the same way. Like, subscribe, and share. I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things that have to do with spiritual stuff. And this to me is one of them big spiritual things, because every time you lose someone, it's painful. You will move on. Sometimes you might have some survivor's guilt, and it's going to take time. For me, this coming June 16th, Will have been gone 3 years, and I still miss him with all my heart. And I talk to him all the time, and I still cry. So that's it. And I still cry over my niece, too, because I wish I could now have a conversation with her. And I know she's come around a few times. So, folks, I don't care if you think I'm crazy or not. And most people that have lost a loved one that has felt like they were there, even if they don't want to admit it to themselves, they know it's true. So, folks, try to heal. Do know that they're still with you, that they do still love you, and they are keeping an eye on you. Some of them may even decide that they're now going to be your spirit guide or your ancestor guide, or in some way help you out when you're feeling bad, feeling low, or when you're missing them. They can sometimes come in and let you know, I'm still here. Lana Scott, Lighthouse.